Hello! I made it. It was a close one. Literally just came in from outside, got the kids some lunch, and here we are. And the lighting is horrendous. So let's fix that right now. One moment, please. Talk about not being prepared would be right now. And you know what? I forgot to send out an email. So if you are thinking, wow, I didn't get a reminder, it's because I forgot to send one. Guys, this week has been crazy. I have been trying to do too many things at once. And you know how that is. Like literally trying to do 50 things at the same time and then nothing gets done. Well, that'd be the situation. So that's better. Is that a little better? Okay, there we go. So I'm just going to hop right into it today because I want to honor your time, honoring my time of school to finish with my children. So we're going to be talking about your TVA, your deep core. So why do they kind of call it the deep core? That is because it is your innermost layer of your abdominal wall. So you have your TVA, also known as your transverse abdominis.
Mommy,
I'll be right there. Okay, I'll be right there. Shut the door, please. So you have your TVA, and then you have your internal and external obliques, and then you have your rectus abdominis, which is kind of like what is also known as our six-pack abs. Okay, so the important thing about your TVA is, do I have a good picture in my journal of it? I don't. I just have the 4. Okay. Anyways, so moving on. So it's important to understand. So your core 4, okay, which is made up of your pelvic floor, your diaphragm, your transverse abdominis, that literally wraps. It comes up from your pelvic floor and it literally wraps all the way around underneath. Okay. It's like literally a corset from your pelvic floor all the way up to your diaphragm. Okay. And then your spinal muscles. So that's like your local core 4. And then you have your global, which is like things that people are not really going to consider your core, but it affects your core. So that is like from your feet all the way up to your inner thighs, your outer thighs, your hips, your glutes. And then you guys are shoulder muscles. So we have muscles that run right along these and then our upper. Those all come into an effect with our core 4 system. Okay. What's wrong? You gonna help me? Okay. Here. So, with that being said, it's important to understand that our core 4 is like our stabilizer muscles, okay? So it's like the base of our stabilizing muscles. So those inner thighs, our hips, our glutes, those back muscles, those are muscles that are stabilizing us versus like our movers. So our movers are like our arms and our legs. So like if we're doing a squat, that's kind of, there's stabilizers in there, but that's like a bigger mover move. A bicep curl is like a mover move. But in order to get the most out of your muscle movement, if you're working on those movers, is to have your core 4, your stabilizer muscles functioning like they're supposed to. And what happens is if as our movement decreases over time, so if we're moving less, we're sitting more, anything that can cause a dysfunction in our movement patterns, such as pregnancy. Pregnancy causes dysfunction in your movement patterns if you are not conscious and aware of it. So being aware of it, number 1, is where you want to be. And then number 2, understanding that an injury, pregnancy causes dysfunction to that core, lack of movement. Okay. So understanding that you need to repattern your movements comes from that deep core, your TVA. Okay. And that's literally what it is. So my clients, they come to me during that pregnancy or that postpartum phase because they are experiencing pain or maybe they have an injury and it's quote unquote labeled like, oh, it's because of pregnancy or it's because of postpartum. Well, why though? Why? It's because your movement patterns have changed. So during pregnancy, your center of gravity is off. All these things are changing. Your muscles are relaxing. So muscles are weakening if you're not aware of strengthening the right ones. So it's causing dysfunction in your movement pattern. So if you don't fix those after pregnancy, you're going to have a lifelong journey of dysfunction in your body. So it's very easy to correct through motor learning. And that's basically the gist of it. Guys, motor learning is slow and it's boring, but you want your body to relearn those motor patterns so it can do it without your brain even thinking, as we do breathing, right? And again, it starts with that breathing, which we went through in that first set, finding our diaphragmatic breathing and then our pelvic floor. You're going in the tub? Okay. You'll take it. Anna wants to come with you. So all of that, those things are going to being aware of, like, how do you, go ahead, the door's open. Are you going to go with brother in the tub? They're all snotty and have coughs, so that's fine. Lost my train of thought. So being aware of those things and knowing how to activate them correctly apart, then you can put them together in order to fix your movement patterns, okay? So the activating your transverse is the hardest one. So it's basically your body, like I said, if you look at a toddler or if you have a baby, you're going to see them breathing through their diaphragm. They're activating their TVA, their pelvic floor from their motor movements from coming out of the womb. Since they were growing in your belly, they knew how to do this, okay? So one way to find your TVA, can you sit here and be my patient? Is you can put your hands like your hip bones. You want to find your hip bones and then go in about an inch and down an inch. And then if you just exhale, you're going to feel that slight movement. Okay, that's your transverse. So in order to correct that movement pattern, you want to be lifting your pelvic floor, wrapping that TVA. Okay, we're not sucking. Sucking in causes us to and then push down on our pelvic floor, which creates a dysfunction in our core canister, okay, that whole breathing system. So using it correctly is you're going to exhale on that you're going to inhale with that diaphragm, releasing the air down. And then on the exhale, you're going to pick up your muscles of your pelvic floor. And you can, a lot of people go like, or like an audible exhale because you can activate the muscles better. Again, your jaw, your voice, is connected to your pelvic floor. Okay. So you're going to exhale, release, and then lift up those four corners, literally pulling in. You're going to feel your pelvic floor pulling all in right here. Pulling your hip bones together, all the way up to your ribs, exhaling, okay? And you're going to see that. And it's literally like a tidal wave from here up, okay? That is the core movement, and that's what you want to do on the blow before you go. So the best way to start, so like you're bending down to pick up your child, right? So you bend down, you're inhaling, and then you do the exhale. You're going to lift and you're going to wrap. That's like the pattern of your movement. That should come simultaneously. But like I said, we're repatterning. So the one exercise I want to show you, because we're getting to our 10-minute mark here, is, guys, like I said, it's boring. You want to find a bed or on the floor. You want to connect to your diaphragmatic breath first. Go ahead and do some pelvic floor, activation so you can get that baby going. Do some nice exhales to get that TVA woken up. And then you're literally just going to lay back. Okay. And you're literally first just going to move your legs. So you're going to inhale and then exhale. So on the leg lift, you want to be, that's the blow. So you want to be lifting and wrapping. Okay. And you want to do it slow. So you're going to lift for 3, hold for 3, down for 3. So ready? Inhale, exhale. And then do the other one. Inhale. Okay, it's slow. Repeat that a few times. You want it slow, but you literally have to repattern your muscles to your brain, okay? The next one, you're going to do the arms. So you're literally going to raise your arms. So inhale, making sure that neutral, inhaling. Go as far as you can without moving your hips, okay? If you get here and you're like, uh-oh, unsteady, go back down. Everybody is different. You doing it with me? Okay, and then you can put them together. So you can go up and down, up and down. Again, you're going to go slow. It's more like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You're not moving your hips. Your hips are in a neutral, not moving. Okay, I've already went over my 10 minutes. Guys, it's slow and it's boring, but that is the only way that you can repattern those motor movements, okay? I have ebooks. I have hand journals with visuals. So whatever is easier for you to learn, whether you're pregnant or you're postpartum, literally going to walk you through all of those things and give you the exercises to repattern your motor movements. So whether you are postpartum or whether you are pregnant, I give you those movements so you can repattern your breathing and stay strong and connected throughout, so you decrease that pain level, okay? And you don't have that motor function dysfunction. Okay. Questions, make sure to let me know. But like I said, these are available. Go to KaitlinSpano.co on my website, and I will talk to you later.